Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1971 Seattle Pilots What If Scenario. Today's matchup is between the Seattle Pilots and the Chicago White Sox at Comiskey Park. On the mound for the Pilots today is Dave Boswell, whose record is 6-5 with a 4 ERA. And pitching for the White Sox is Jerry Nyman, whose record is 9-5 with a 3.86 ERA. Okay, we had a nice little victory yesterday over the Yankees, winning 5-4. We won 2 out of the 3 games of the series. We're only 1 game below 500 for the season. And we're going to get ready to wrap up the first half with a 3-game series versus the White Sox. So we had a day off yesterday. We advanced to give ourselves the proper rest. And now we just have to wrap up this series. But I made a big trade yesterday, not the one that we needed to do, which is to trade away Dave Boswell and get rid of that contract. But the contract was something that I was focused on doing this deal that I made last night. It's an interdivision deal, and I will show you here in the transactions. I traded away to the Kansas City Royals Darren Johnson, who was making $138,000. We no longer have a spot for him because once we bring up Dave Parker in a couple of days, we have to get rid of somebody who plays first base because Dave Parker will go to right. Joe Pepitone will come in and play first base. He's got to play every day. He leads our team in RBI. And that means we'd either have to get rid of Darren Johnson or send Rose Skidmore to the minor leagues. And Rose Skidmore is actually batting pretty well right now. So Darren Johnson, he goes to Kansas City. He's in Double-A for them. We also got rid of John Gelnar, who technically is a minor league pitcher. Like, we could have sent him down to the minors. But we have to have enough positions open for our pitchers to bring up everybody we need to bring up. So John Gelnar goes to the Royals. He's going to be in AAA. And then we got rid of 2 of our major league contract relievers. Dick Hall, he goes to the Royals and is actually on the Royals. And he pitched okay for us. And Ron Peranowski, a left-hander, who I no longer trusted. He can't really get anybody out. And although his overall numbers aren't terrible, he's just someone that's, with his rating, we could get rid of. And also open up another spot in the bullpen. So he's going to be in the AAA spot for the Royals. Who did we get in return? I think this worked out pretty well. From the Royals, we got Scott Northey, who is a center fielder, which happens to be his worst position. Now, he's going to play right field for us for now until we bring up Dave Parker, and then he'll be our 4th outfielder. And I feel like he is, with his speed and the fact that he's on a minor league deal, or like he's arbitration eligible for another season, and he's only 24 years old, I feel like he's going to be valuable to us. He's someone I plan on keeping in the majors. Along in that deal, I got Joe Keough, another right fielder, who is currently on our roster, but he will be the one that gets sent down. Again, a minor league deal or arbitration eligible, making the major league minimum. A player who is disposable, I guess, but he will be on the roster for a few games, and then he'll be sent down. So it's a 4-for-2 deal, but the 4 players were players we had to get rid of. We had to get rid of major league contracts to give us some room to bring up minor leaguers, and John Gelnar wasn't going to be re-signed anyway because he was going to be arbitration eligible at the end of the year, and that just frees up future money for us. So if we look at our lineup before we get started here, we are facing a left-hander, and so here's our lineup for today. Scott Northey will be in right. Don Bosch is in center. Tommie AGEE will be in left field to give Jose Cruz the day off versus lefties. He does not hit them well. Joe Keough will be on the bench. And tomorrow, Clay Dalrymple will come back, and we'll send Duffy Dyer back down. And as far as our pitchers go, went ahead and I've called up Dennis Leonard. So here's our 5-man rotation as Ron Herbel gets to stick around. Sid Mungie, he comes up. He's already had a couple innings pitched as a left-hander, and he'll be our short relief. And then Mike Cosgrove will take over for Ron Locke until he comes back. We'll give him a shot. We just got him in a trade. I think it was from Cincinnati. So that's what our bullpen's going to look like for now. The problem we have is we just don't have a lot of variety. If anybody else gets injured, we really don't have anybody to call up that is major league ready. So that's a bit of a problem. But, you know, I feel like we did what we had to do there. If I could find a way to have piggybacked Dave Boswell into that deal, I would have, but nobody wanted him. So I feel like that worked out as well as it could have. So let's go ahead and get today's game started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. The final game of this White Sox series, we're going to have a duck race between our two members to see who will get to pick the lineup for our live All-Star game. That's going to be fun. So stay tuned for that. Dave Boswell, it is his turn to pitch. So he'll go to today. And then as you can see, Dick Ruthven and Dennis Leonard will both get a start before the All-Star break, which is kind of fun. Everybody in the bullpen is good to go. Jerry Nyman is a left-hander, and you saw our lineup versus lefties, so there's our guys for today. Joe Pepitone will get the day off, and we'll see him pretty quickly. He might even come off the bench today. Okay, let's go ahead and do the official lineup rundown for the Seattle Pilots. Batting leadoff in right field, making his Pilots debut, is Scott Northey. Batting second and catching is Manny SANGUILLEN. Batting third at second base is Tito Fuentes. Batting cleanup at third base is Rich Rollins. Batting fifth at first base is Rose Skidmore. Batting sixth in center field is Don Bosch. Batting seventh in left field is Tommie AGEE. Batting eighth at shortstop is Rick Auerbach. And batting ninth is the pitcher, Dave Boswell. Okay, Jerry Nyman, we've seen him an awful lot since we began this sim. And you'll see he's having his best season so far, making his 20th start. He's 9-5 with a 3.86 ERA, 87 strikeouts, in 142 and a third innings pitched. Opponents are batting .265 against him. 4 complete games, 2 shutouts. Fastball topping out at 91 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 45.6%. His slider is excellent. Wow, rated a 97. The only pitch he has above league average. Overall rated an 86. The 28-year-old lefty is arbitration eligible at the end of the year. He is the White Sox team ace. Look at his log. Oh, wow. Okay, so he's won 4 in a row and 5 out of 6, coming off a complete game shutout versus the Royals. So I'd like to think we have a chance here to clobber him. Now, we faced him way back on May 24th, and he pitched only 67 pitches, going 5 innings, giving up only 2 runs. That's weird. Took the loss. Back on May 5th, he took the loss. Back on April 19th, he had a no decision. So he's 0-2 against us this year. I like that. Let's take a look at the White Sox defensive alignment for today. Right field and left field, both below league average. That's Carlos May in left field and Terry Crowley recalled, now in right. At shortstop is McKinney, Rich McKinney, below league average. And behind home plate today is Ed Herrmann, who's got a 76 rating. So maybe a guy we can run on today. All right, here we go. Scott Northey, first major league at bat. That's a Seattle Pilot. And a base hit into center field. That's exactly what we hoped. Now, he's got a 92 speed, and yet he's never had more than 11 stolen bases. I don't know if the game is telling us something there. Like it's too risky, or maybe the Royals just don't have a running game. But we are going to try to run a 69% chance with a lefty on the mound who doesn't have a fastball. Here we go. Northey's on the roll. And he's thrown out. Of course he is. Of course he is. Why would he have been safe? 1 out. Manny SANGUILLEN popping it up. And Tito Fuentes. 1-1 count. A little blooper to right center field. It does fall in for a hit. We'll hold him to a single. Good job by Fuentes. What was his stealing percentage? 65. All right. Okay, we're going to let Rich Rollins swing away, batting .339 versus lefties, but overall now below 300. Popping it up. And caught by the second baseman for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Let's take a look at the White Sox lineup for today. Batting leadoff in center field is Angel Bravo. Batting second is the first baseman, Bob Spence. Batting third at shortstop is Rich McKinney. Batting cleanup and catching is Ed Herrmann. Batting fifth in right field is Terry CROWLEY. Batting sixth at third base is Bill Melton. Batting seventh in left field is Carlos May. Batting eighth at second base is Rich Morales. And batting ninth is the pitcher, Jerry Nyman. Okay, Dave Boswell coming off his second complete game of the season, making his 18th start. He's 6-5 with a 4 ERA, 81 strikeouts in 108 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .234 against him. 2 complete games. He does have a shutout. Fastball topping out at 89 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 43.5%. 2 good pitches, a slow curve rated an 89, and the fastball rated an 81. Overall rated an 82, so he continues to drop with his overall rating. The 26-year-old right-hander we are stuck with until 1974. Taking a look at his log. And there's that victory. Complete game against the Minnesota Twins. He gave up 3 runs on 4 hits and only 3 walks. Definitely the best start of the year for him. No, I guess Boston on April 6th he had the shutout, right? 4 hits and 1 walk. So yeah, that is definitely the better of the 2, if you understand numbers. Okay, and we'll take a look here at our defense. Outfield is great. Scott Northey, by the way. Take a look here. I guess it's easier to do it this way. First start in right field, a 90 arm, and he had 12 outfield assists this year with Kansas City, 14 last year, but that fielding rating is atrocious, and that's how he had 14 errors, only 4 this season. So I think it's safe to say he's probably going to make some errors and perhaps throw out some base runners. Taking a look at our infield, not so great, and behind home plate is Manny SANGUILLEN. Okay, Angel Bravo leading it off against Dave Boswell. Bravo's been a tough out for us all year, and Boswell walks the fastest guy on the team. So this is going to be a problem. He's got 24 stolen bases. Here's Bob Spence with a 1-0 count. Yeah, getting thrown out on that stolen base ruined the game for us. We are done for today, as Boswell's already given up a run and has not gotten out. 16th double of the year for Spence. So how many will they get? There's a ground ball to third. Rollins checks the runner. Goes to first. The catcher Herrmann strikes out. Nice little bounce back for Boswell. Spence still at second base for Terry CROWLEY. And a 2-1 home run. So yeah, we can wrap this baby up now. Top of the second, Rose Skidmore. Lining out, Don Bosch. Popping up near home. And Tommie AGEE. That might be a double. Is that his 10th double of the... Oh, no, it's a triple. Of course it is, because it doesn't matter if it's a double or a triple. That's his second triple of the year. And AUERBACH. Yeah, base hit to right. Falling in front of CROWLEY. He's going to hustle for a double. Good job by AUERBACH, driving in a run. He's batting .404 in 52 at-bats, 8 doubles, and a home run. Nice. And we're on the board. 3-1. That's so stupid. Oh, my God. An RBI single from the pitcher. Makes it 3-2. And SKIDMORE. Base hit down the line. Can Boswell score from first? He does, because there's an error on the left fielder. Carlos May couldn't handle it in the corner. And there's our third run to tie it up. Baseball mogul, man. What a junk game. And then, of course, the routine ground out, because it can't give you 4. Bottom of the second, game is tied. Here's Carlos May. Ground ball to Rollins. One out. Number 8 hitter, Rich Morales. Hits a ground ball to short. AUERBACH scoops it. Gets him at first. And Jerry Nyman strikes out. Third K for Boswell. I do like seeing Boswell begin to get more strikeouts. That is definitely something that he struggled with most of the year. The walk-strikeout ratio, I guess, is what I'm referring to. There's the first K for Nyman. And Rich Rollins goes into right field for a base hit. Average back over 300. Certainly a hit and run situation with Rose Skidmore. Skidmore is on the verge of losing his job. I guess we're going to have to, with Pepitone, maybe do a platoon there, which I'm okay with. A stolen base for Rollins because Skidmore did not swing at the hit and run. First stolen base for Rollins this year. He's 1 for 2. And now in scoring position. So the hit and run is off. And a base hit to left. Can Rollins score on that? No, of course not. Okay. First and third, 1 out. We're going to request a sac fly. For whatever reason, I feel like the game acquiesces when it comes to sac flies. Nope. Double play didn't even. That was wrong. Had to be that way. Bottom of the third, Angel Bravo. Ground ball to second. For a moment, I thought that might be an infield single, but it was not. Bob Spence goes to left field for a base hit. Nobody ever pulls it. Everybody always shoots it to the other side of the diamond. There we go. Rich McKinney pulls it to third, and a double play. 5-4-3. Top of the fourth inning, game is tied, because it has to be. AGEE striking out. Rick AUERBACH batting .500 versus lefties. Full count. There's a ground ball to short. And an error. For fuck's sake, man. So stupid. I guess we gotta drop it like it's hot. We're pulling third base in, that's the right thing to do. And he goes to first with it. Nicely done. AUERBACH will advance. And the go-ahead run is in scoring position for NORTHEY. And he hits it right back to the pitcher. And there's the third error. We still won't win this ball game, but it isn't going to be because the game isn't making us have an opportunity. And he throws a wild pitch. And there's a go-ahead run. Unearned, of course. Good job, baseball mogul. No RBI, naturally. And SANGUILLEN grounds out to first. So we have the lead for now. Ed Herrmann leading it off. 0-2 count. Herrmann flies out to the wall in right field. CROWLEY with a ground ball to short. 2 down. And Bill Melton, 0-2, striking out, 4 Ks. I do like to see that. Okay, top of the 5th inning. Tito Fuentes. Ground ball to first. Rich Rollins. Base hit to right. Rich Rollins looking good. Oh my God, a 57 arm. I mean, a 50-50 chance? With a noodle arm and a turtle speed. Who would win in a fight between a noodle and a turtle? Oh, damn it! It was the noodle. That's our second base runner thrown out on the base path. All right. Now how many runs will they score because of our stupid decision making? It is the bottom third of the lineup. Here we go. 1-2 to May. High fly ball. Center field. 1 out. Rich Morales. 237 hitter with 3 home runs. Ground ball to second. And the pitcher, Nyman, batting 171. Strikes out again. 5 Ks for Boswell. Other than the first inning, Boswell looks like an actual pitcher that we expected him to be. Bosch will lead off the 6th with a ground ball. Tommie, AGEE, 3 for 18 against Nyman. Strikes out again. He had a golden sombrero 2 games ago. And a base hit for AUERBACH. Batting 407. Wow. He is Ted Williams-like here. I mean, it's all for nothing, of course. Like 2 out hits usually mean absolutely nothing. Boswell pops out. Bottom of the 6th inning. Boswell's only at 64 pitches. Only 3 hits by the White Sox. Bravo with a ground ball to third. Man, I hold my breath every time. 1 up. And then the walk, of course. And then a 2-run home run by McKINNEY. A backup shortstop with a 90 power. You tell me what's going to happen. He ropes it in the center. Oh, it's going to be tracked down by Bosch. That's the advantage of having Bosch out there over AGEE. What about Herrmann? I got to walk him. Great job, game. And then the left-hander, CROWLEY, hits a 3-run home run. It had to happen. This game is designed to do this, so there's really no randomness at all. I mean, this game was over in the first, but it was nice that they're giving us some hits. It doesn't matter. That's a single. It's no big deal. We will hit and run. But this game is done. May with a comebacker. What's the pitcher going to bat? That's stupid. I mean, 2 fucking walks and a home run, man. It's so stupid. And now he's unhittable again. This game is such garbage. It doesn't matter. Don Eddie coming in. Another double from Auerbach, batting .418 now. That's as stupid as giving up a walk and walking a home run. The fact that this guy's actually batting .418 had to happen, though. We're still going to lose by a run, but that had to happen in order for me to take out Boswell. I guess we bring in Rodriguez if Rodriguez gets a hit, which he won't. But if he did, then we could bring him in defensively. Yeah, struck out. Okay, so we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The 4th error. The White Sox have more runs than hits and the same amount of errors as hits, and they're going to win this ball game. That is why Baseball Mogul blows so hard. Northey with the base hit. All unearned, so it doesn't really matter. So stupid. All unearned runs. It actually worked out defensively. I did not expect that to happen, clearly. So we'll bring in our 2 defensive guys. Well, it's the 8th inning. I mean, now we would always bring in Riddleberger here, but he's got a 69 rating. Do we bring in Munge? Do we bring in Cosgrove? I mean, we just go with what we know. It doesn't really matter. Bravo. 2-2. Fuentes makes the play. Spence walks, of course he had to. McKinney, a tapper back to the mound. Eric? And guard the line for 2 outs. Oh, that was... Oh, I made the right call! That is such bullshit. The best defensive third baseman in the game, and I had him in the right spot, and they still... I mean, there's nothing we can do. We've lost the game. Absolute bullshit, man. Total bullshit. I guess we'll have Duffy Dyer bat. This is his last opportunity to swing the bat for us. He's 1 for 5 this year. We may literally never see him again. Is that a base hit? Oh, no. Close. Whoa, Skidmore. Yeah, Don Eddy, best pitcher in the majors. All right, well, let's give up the 2 runs and get it over with. The Lone Granger blows every other save. What is that? So once every 3 saves? Melton striking out. Mays, you're going to hit a home run? Popping it up. And Morales, I'm not going to pinch hit for him. What are the odds we get a 1-2-3 inning? Not good. Pilots win 7-6. Handshakes, butt slaps, sloppy steaks. One of the more stupider wins that we've ever had. 4 errors, 5 hits, 6 runs for the White Sox. And no trade offers. We are at 500. I like that. California conveniently has lost 7 in a row. National League headline news, Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. Jim Nash, a 2-hitter. And Northey gets 4 hits in his debut. A double, 2 RBI, and a caught stealing. Transactions. Wayne Simpson. 300 days to a broken wrist. I guess that would be on his pitching hand then. 20 starts. Oh, I wonder if that means Brubaker is going to make the rotation. We should look that up. Let's see if Brubaker's in that rotation now. Yeah, he's the number 3 starter. Okay, well, I'm happy for Brubaker. Has he made a start yet? Yeah, he did. And he was better than he was for us, obviously. Okay, yeah. And then also Scipio Spinks. For Houston, a pitcher who's always injured in every iteration of Baseball Mogul that I've ever done. He is never healthy. He's only got to miss 5 days, though. Oh, wait, I missed something there. Gary Nolan also. His second time being injured this year, but only for 3 days. Okay, was there anything else that I missed? No. All right, let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Another piece of garbage game. This time we were the big wieners of it all. I mean, is Northey going to be the player of the game in his very first Seattle game? I mean, I'm sorry for Northey. I got to give it to Auerbach. I mean, 3 hits, 3 runs scored, 2 RBI, 2 doubles, and he's batting .418. That's nuts. Oh, Dave Boswell got the win. Wow. That is gracious of the game. And the bullpen did their job. Wayne Granger gets his 20th overall save, 19 as a pilot. The loss goes to Don, Eddie. And unearned runs, thanks to the 4 errors, which is also stupid as shit. Terry Crowley, 2 home runs. He had a double dong day, 5 RBI. Not enough. Okay. We will come back tomorrow and put ourselves through it once again. I want to say something real quick. Don't go. Hey, whomever it is that's watching the 1980 Detroit Tigers series, I know you're around game 30. I don't know who you are, but whenever any of our subscribers completes a full series from the past, I will send you a prize from my personal collection. So let me know in the comments if that's you that's watching the 1980 series, and I will send you a prize. Okay, that's it. Now we'll come back tomorrow and play game 2 of the series. Until then, everyone, have a great day.